Hi Aries, and welcome to Celtic Gaia Tarot. This is your weekly tarot reading from September the 20th to September the 27th. And yes, I'm going to post the monthlies probably tomorrow, so look out for them. But yeah, you seem to be standing in the middle of the week, ready for anything, Aries. Poised, ready to move forward, ready to take the world on. Very nice, centered, light energy. Your crowning card is the Three of Cups. So again, that's quite a celebratory, celebrating with friends card. Very light energy again. Very, just carefree. So I'm really liking it. At the root of the reading is a Knight of Swords. So this could be an offer being made to you. So for some Aries, there'll be an offer received from an air sign, or it could be received through the internet, email, that sort of thing. Or it could be a part of you, Aries. And this part of you is really, it seems to be a bit impatient and really needing to charge forward in your life, actually. And I'm more inclined to say this is a part of you, because you started reading with the Devil, and as a feeling, some of you could be feeling very stuck and feeling quite frustrated, feeling that things aren't moving forward as you would like, particularly around finances, home, career, the very practical, tangible things. There might be a feeling some of you are just so eager to break through this block and these chains that are holding you back, and it's really nice. Just don't let yourself suffer for Aries. It's that sort of, I find the Knight of Swords can be a feeling that I'm banging my head against a wall. So be really careful, and that would represent the more difficult side of the Devil card here. But this combination, for many of you, could definitely be feeling a bit stuck around material things. Which I'm not sure why, because the last couple of weeks you've had very material success cards. It's just maybe it's not, and maybe it's going to play out differently for different people, but that's the sense I'm getting, quite an impatient and feeling quite frustrated about the slowness. Maybe it's that because the Pentacles are always a really slow energy. It's just things of the earth, like if you plant a seed, it takes time to grow. So the Pentacles are always very slow moving energy. And this Knight with the Devil speaks to me of some of these Aries feeling really frustrated at the moment. Again, and that would play out with the next card, the Ten of Wands, just feeling, everything just feels slow and a bit burdensome, that you're carrying a burden. Because it's a 10, it's nearly at an end, but there's a sense of, I've even got it when I'm talking about the reading, a sense there's a bit of an exhaustion going on, a sense of, okay, I know this is happening, but it's just not happening fast enough, and I'm a bit fed up with carrying this load, and I want to put it down. And it's paired with the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is this wonderful, exuberant character, so a fire sign, so full of life, full of vitality, vibrant, totally magnetizes these things to her. Very sexually attractive and very, very dynamic. And I'm just wondering, for some Aries, I've got this feeling again of feeling this stuck energy and this tiny bit of oppressive energy. It's maybe taking away your vitality and that dynamic life force. But there's still a sense of maybe this is starting to play through and play out, and this frustration and with how slow things are taking is something that's just, it's just a life cycle, Aries. There's very, very, very little you can do about it. But on the positive side, you're poised and ready to take on the world, ready for anything. And I would say this was the Queen of Wands energy. I always find her ready to take on the world. When I pull the Queen of Wands, it's always when I feel so good about myself, you know, when you just feel ready for anything, full of vitality and life force. So be careful. The Devil and the Ten of Wands isn't draining that sense of empowerment, Aries, and that sense of being top of the world, and just that sense of well-being, because you feel two queens, and the queens are, you know, they're sort of masters of the suite. So what it's saying is you've got the potential to not let yourself be too bogged down this week with the more difficult sides of life, the oppressing and the feeling of being held back, that you can go within and claim that more receptive sort of, I'm about to say happy energy, but I'm going to say happy energy because you've got the Three of Cups as the crowning card, which is a light, happy energy. And this impatience, you're just going to have to be mindful of it, Aries. You move on to the Hermit paired with the Ten of Discs. So again, the Ten of Discs is financial good news to do with work, finances, career, housing, anything to do with that. And it's very interesting, Aries, because I've got both feelings with you. I've got a feeling of financial improvement, but maybe a sense of it's not quite enough yet. I don't know if that means anything for anyone, or a sense of maybe things are starting to get better, but not fully yet. But you seem to have two different patterns weaving out. And this Ten of Discs is paired with a Hermit card, which speaks to me of maybe needing to withdraw a little bit, Aries, to get your centre. Gang, sorry, my voice is sore. To get your centre, to search within. I mean, particularly, you know, these sort of, they're very interesting cards to play out. Because the Ten of Discs is financial abundance, definitely. And paired with a Hermit is that searching within and, you know, lighting the way for others. So maybe maybe some of you are getting some money, which is going to help you to find solitude and just that sense of peace within yourself, Aries. But it's definitely a sense of needing to withdraw, to return to your inner guidance and your inner knowing, definitely. And again, we move on to another Discs energy, and so we move from the 10, which is completion, back to the 7. And that's what I mean, there's two different patterns weaving in and out of this reading. For some, so you go back to having completion, financial abundance, then back to waiting. And that's how I feel for some Aries. There's some new energy coming through. There just is. It's very apparent, but not quite fully exactly where you want to be yet. Because the Seven of Discs is a bit of a waiting card, actually. But the work's been done, Aries, here. You've sort of done the work. It's almost, maybe for some you're getting some news and an offer coming through, and you're just sort of waiting to see how it's all going to play out. But these discs, they're all going to bloom. They're all healthy. There's no difficulty about this card, but there is a sense of just, you know, the work's been done, you're waiting, and it's paired with a Lover's card. Sorry, my throat. And the Lovers is, it can be so many things for an awful lot of Aries. It could, you know, it could be meeting with someone. It could be an attractive force between you and another human being, an air sign, I'm awful sorry. So for some it could be that. Or it could be, the Lovers also represents being magnetically drawn towards something. And because it's a disc, by the disc energy, it could be again, this could be a new job, it could be anything really. I'm finding it really hard to find total clarity in this reading, Aries, because there's two patterns playing out. There's a pattern of feeling stuck and frustrated and waiting, and there's also a pattern of financial abundance and feeling comfortable and secure financially. So I'm not sure, because of course every Aries is going to be a different life situation, or maybe there's a sense of things are starting to change, but it's slow, but it's there, and it's real, and it's happening, and it is making you feel a bit more ready to take the world on. And the Lovers card for some Aries, this could be a significant meeting with an air sign, definitely. I've said that already. But there's a sense of celebration, of carefreeness, of being poised, Aries. So for whoever this plays out, this is a very complicated reading, and I'm really sorry for that. I'm going to post the monthlies tomorrow, so I'm hoping that will give you more clarity. Or let me know if it makes sense to you. But for some, you've got both, new coming in, but still feeling a bit stuck and still feeling like you're waiting. Okay, Aries, I wish you the best, and I'll put the monthlies up in the next day or two.